everyone! We're here at Adelaide's Honey Bee Farm. We're going to meet with Farmer Paul and learn all about the honeybees living here. Let's go take a look! Hi Farmer Paul, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Hannah. Welcome to Adelaide's Honeybee Farm.
So this is a farm.
This is a farm.
I always think of farms as having cows or vegetables, so why would someone own a honeybee farm?
Well, our bees produce honey and we bottle that honey, but we also have our bees for pollination service, so we can bring our honeybees to a farm and they can help pollinate strawberries or blueberries and help the farmer.
Oh wow, that's really interesting.
Come on, let's get ready.
Okay. So Farmer Paul, what is pollination and why is it so important?
Okay, pollination basically is there's wind pollination where the wind blows the pollen off of the trees to the different other trees. But with fruits and vegetables and like berries, what happens is a honeybee will actually land on the flower, and as it lands on the flower, pollen will actually stick to the honeybee, and they're gathering the pollen. And then when they go to the next flower, what happens is that's transmitting that pollen to another flower, which makes the flower seeds turn viable, and it becomes a fruit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've seen one of these on the farm near where I live, so they must help farmers with their fruits and vegetables, do they?
They do. A beekeeper can actually transport a hive like this and place it into a field, say of strawberries that are just about to bloom. The flowers are just about to bloom, and that's what helps all our fruits and vegetables.
So bees are really important for us.
They are very important, and without them, we wouldn't be able to have 1/3 of our world food supply.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what is this and what is it used for?
This is a smoker, and it's a very important tool for a beekeeper. What we basically do is we give a little bit of smoke in front of the beehive and into the beehive with the bees. And what the bees do, if you could think about them in the wild, a honeybee could be up in a tree, a honeybee hive, and all of a sudden they think there's smoke, meaning there's a forest fire. And if they think there's a forest fire, they'll consume honey, and they're thinking they might have to leave and abandon the hive. So they'll consume lots of honey, and when they consume the honey, it makes them kind of logy and like us after Jig's dinner on Sunday, and they want to just kind of lie around. And the other thing that smoke does is it covers the pheromone and the way for the bees to communicate. So if there was a bee that was concerned about us being in the hive, they usually can't tell the other bees.
Right. So it's a way to calm them.
It is a way to calm them. So this brown that looks like a cookie color, that's all baby bees that are capped and about to emerge and come out.
Oh.
So we're looking now for the queen.
How do honeybees make the honey?
Well, basically a honeybee will go out to the flower and take the nectar out of it, and they have almost like a straw in their tongue, and they'll take it and put it in their honey stomach. And what they'll do is they'll travel along and they'll feed that to another bee. And as they're exchanging that honey, they'll do that about 3 times. The honey is mixed with enzymes, and then when they put it into an actual cell, they'll fan their wings to dry the honey to less than 17% moisture content. And then what they do is they take wax and they cap it, and they cover it over, and that seals the honey and keeps it, it literally can last forever.
So how would one bee tell another bee where all the flowers are?
It's interesting because when a forager goes out and they're looking for flowers, they might find a patch of, let's say it could be clover or strawberries even 5 kilometers away. So they'll come back in the hive and they'll do almost like a figure 8. They're walking, and at the same time they're shaking, and they're telling the other bees, they're giving them the directions of where those flowers are exactly, and the bees will follow the sun as to the movements of that waggle dance and find right where those flowers are.
Wow, right, the same flowers.
The same flowers. So just watch this, Hannah.
Oh.
So this is raw fireweed honey.
Oh wow. It's okay to have the honeycomb too? Like
Yep, it's all edible. You can take that, yep.
Yeah.
And just
And just eat the whole thing?
You can, and you can spit out the wax after. It's like gum once you chew the goodness out of it.
Mmm. Oh, that's really good.
No, you don't have to pretend.
No, it's really good. It's actually really good.
Oh, we know it's good.
So thank you, Farmer Paul, for bringing us onto the farm and helping us learn all about the honeybees.
Thank you, Hannah, for coming. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. We just got back from Farmer Paul's farm, and we're now here at Paradise Farms to meet with Farmer Aubrey. We're going to see what happens after a successful harvest. Hi, Farmer Aubrey. It's nice to meet you.
And you too.
So what happens next?
Well, let's go around and have a look. This is where I actually shave the wax off the frame, off the honey. And then I take the frame that's filled with honey and place it down in this drum. And this drum takes 12 frames, and then we get this drum going, and centrifugal force will force all the honey out of the frames on the sides of this container here, and it'll all come down and into this bucket down here. The whole process from there to there will take about, from getting this filled, maybe about 35 minutes from there down to here. And this is an 8-inch screen, and that screen will catch most of the wax. I put just most of the wax back here again, and we use that in our products for our body care operation.
So Farmer Aubrey, we know that bees make honey, but what else do they make from the beeswax and everything?
Well, our bees, they do a wonderful job of making beeswax that we turn into candles, Christmas candles, and we have a variety of those. They also make beeswax for our lip balms, which is a big item. We have about 6 or 7 different kinds of lip balms. Things like foot balms, people with tired feet on the feet all day long, they like the foot balm. Beeswax. Beeswax, people use beeswax for numerous reasons. Musicians use beeswax on their violin strings. Divers use this beeswax on their zippers. And seamstress people working with needles use it to coat needles. So there's dozens and dozens of ways and things you can do with beeswax.
So Farmer Aubrey, is there anything else that we should know about bees and everything?
Yeah, I think it's important to note that without bees in the world, we wouldn't have much food. Our food supply would be about 1/3 of what we have now. And so make sure that your family know, your friends know, not to be using a lot of chemicals, harsh chemicals on your lawns, on your flower beds, in your vegetable gardens, because this stuff will kill and harm our honeybee population. So help us keep honeybees in good health, and they in turn will provide healthy things for us.
Well, thank you so much. That's so interesting.
Great.
And it's really nice to meet you.
And you too, Hannah.
I hope you all enjoyed visiting the honeybee farms with me today. I know I learned a lot, and I hope you all did too.